Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jeremy, founder of quickmail.io.
Hey, and this is Jack, Chief Lead Generation Officer at salesbread.com. Today we've got a teardown.
Almost.
Teardown.
Version
One of the
part 2, right?
That's right. We are digging up best of the trash. We're reviewing cold emails that landed in the spam folder. Last week we reviewed some of Jeremy's spammy gems.
How was my trash, Jack? How did it feel going through my trash?
Yes, well, some of them felt like trash, and then others we were kind of happily surprised. There was some pretty good stuff going on there. You can check it out if you haven't done so already. You'll learn a bit about deliverability and, as always, cold email copywriting. For now, though, it's time for me to share my trash, some hand-picked cold emails from the.
Is your trash gonna be good, your recon?
It will still be spam, but there's going to be a laugh probably, and then hopefully like some interesting CTAs and stuff that you may have not seen before.
It's like a restaurant, you order some stuff and then you get the stuff. It's so funny. Okay, let's see what Jack's got for me today.
Order up. But first, our sponsors are just going to kill us if we don't give them their pitch. So we don't want to upset the suits. Okay, so today most B2B companies lack the time and or expertise to turn those cold prospects into warm sales qualified leads. So at salesbread.com, we'll bring you one lead per day by sending ultra personalized cold emails and LinkedIn messages to your ideal prospect, even if it means building a really difficult list. We love that kind of thing. And if that sounds interesting, head over to salesbread.com, check out some of our helpful articles, learn something maybe, and hit the contact button. Let's get in touch.
Great. So I'm not sure if this is a sponsor or my marketing guy that are going to kill me again. But I promise I'm going to work with them in order to get one smooth line like you. But in the meantime, if you want a reliable, powerful, scalable, flexible platform for your agency when it comes to doing outreach with email, you may want to check out quickmail.io. It's a great tool. It's fantastic for deliverability. You won't end up in spam like the people we're reviewing. In fact, everyone we're reviewing in our spam folder were not sent through Quickmail. I think, I hope, I guess.
I imagine so.
I imagine so, yeah. In fact, we found last week one of my competitors reaching out to me, ending up in spam. And there was a nice little unexpected email landing in my spam folder, but it did get us a good laugh.
That's right.
Anyway, so, quickmail.io, get the free Autowarmer if you haven't done so already. And yeah, scale your company with us.
Brilliant. Well said. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, Jeremy. Let me know. Do you still see me?
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, perfect.
Got it, Jack.
And we're looking at spam cold email numero uno.
With RE?
Yes. And this is this is kind of funny. Let's get into it. Yeah. Subject line is Jack, do you handle top of funnel needs? Okay. Hi, Jack. I didn't hear back from you last week when I was looking for the appropriate person managing your top of funnel lead generation for your sales team. If it makes sense to talk, please let me know how your calendar looks. If not, who's the appropriate person to speak with? Now,
you did check, right?
I did. It was not there, not even in my inbox.
But you do know that after 30 days, spams are automatically deleted?
Yeah, but it was a week ago.
Oh, well, maybe they did it like 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I reached out to you.
Then it could. But what's even stranger, we'll get to that next. Yeah. There may not be a first touch, but you could be right. The second email will explore that. But let's taking a look at it. This is a 3-sentence cold email. I really appreciate the length. The spam folder is traditionally littered with very lengthy cold emails that break every best practice. This one actually stays within the keep it short.
Looks like a bump email.
Yeah, looks like a bumpy email. It's the appropriate person angle twice, though.
You know what I'm thinking is it could be people that send the first email, don't get any reply, send the second email, get lots of replies with a bump email, and thinking, why do I bother with the first email? Let's just send a bump email.
I check the stats. Keep sending the email two is the best. Keep doing that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you never know. But let's see. Yeah, pretty traditional bump email, threw in a re at the beginning of the subject line. Nice and short. Honestly, this is lacking a new selling point, but beyond that, it's not the worst like bump email. Well, remember, Jeremy? Yeah.
At least they didn't say like, they actually mentioned what it was about their previous email, which most bump email don't. So
that's right. I thought it was interesting that they mentioned for your sales team. And from a list building perspective, they probably messed that up because it's not like
how big is your sales teams, Jack?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you go on LinkedIn, you'd probably reword this a bit. Okay, should we look at the follow-up here?
There is a follow-up to this one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
R-E-R-E?
Let's see. And I took a screenshot here. And I have to pick your brain, Jeremy, because this is Gmail's response to what? Why is this in spam? Yeah, this is TensorFlow, their machine learning spam fighter, I guess. And it says, why is this message in spam? It is similar to messages that were identified as spam in the past. So let me ask you, Jeremy, from what you know with deliverability, is it as straightforward, or could it be as straightforward as this person sent this message to enough people and the right percentage of them clicked spam?
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what's happening. And that's why, if you put personalization, you have less chances of having that. But even more so, I tend to recommend people to use A/B testing, not for A/B testing, but more for preventing that type of things to happen.
Because TensorFlow learns that, messages that have this string of text tend to,
no, you're right. And I would say on top of that, it's important you can fight it, but you can't win. So all campaigns have diminishing returns. After 3 months, 4 months, it's really hard to keep the high performance of a campaign. It's a bit like, Facebook ads or whatever. People needs to keep on, changing it.
Yep.
I guess that's part of the game.
So let's read through their next email here. In theory, this is step 3. It says, Jack, I apologize for the consistent emails, but I'd really love to connect with you as I'm convinced we can significantly with top of funnel lead gen. In respect to both of our busy schedules, I would be grateful if you could let me know if you are interested or not, or who might be a better contact. If I don't hear back, I will check in a couple of months to make sure my emails are being delivered to you. Thanks.
In spam.
And obviously it's not being delivered. And says, please see below for the last emails we sent. And what I was going to mention earlier was I looked at the email for the last emails we sent, and the only one there was this last one. So tell me what you think about the very direct, I would be grateful if you could let me know if you're interested or not.
I don't care.
Who might be a better contact.
I don't owe you anything. I don't know you. You're a total stranger to me.
Yeah.
But I do love the heads up. I will check in a couple of months to make sure. All right. I will check in a couple of months. This is the only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words I like in this email. Because
why do you like it?
Because it's upfront. It's building trust. It's like, hey, you can expect X or Y, Z to me, and if this happens, and it just builds trust. Like, I'm going to do X, and guess what? I just did X, so it's cool. I like when people are upfront with me, like, hey, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna circle back in 6 months or whatever, and then circle back. I love it. I have nothing against that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so why is this thread in spam?
No
You got a guess?
personalization. No personalization. They probably send it to hundreds of people with bad,
Could be volume. Yeah.
or it's not quite clear what they want. Like, where's the question mark here? What should I do?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I would be grateful if you could let me know. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
passive call
it's
to
like
action.
there's no call to action here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Okay, so it's missing those. It's also missing credibility. Show us what
it's
you've done
trash.
for others like me. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Okay, let's continue. Let's check out some more trash
Before,
here.
not impressed of your spam box, Jack.
Oh, then you're really not going to be impressed with this next one. All right, we got Motify mobile apps
In spam.
from 3 days ago. Okay, so here we go.
Hey, hold on.
It's
There's a J. Akrimer. It's like, did they actually miss up the actual email? Because you can put a dot wherever you want in a Gmail address. It will still works. Did they actually miss it up?
right. Honestly, it depends where they scraped it from, but I have a theory, and if my theory is right, they probably didn't mess it up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair point.
So it says, "Hello, Jack Ream," which is not actually my name.
Hey, Mr. Ream.
Yep. We'll go fast through this. My name is, how would you say that, Jeremy?
Mers. But the interesting thing is, look, there is an extra space as well.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is a merge type.
Yeah. Interesting. And I'm a game designer along with an app developer working with an Indian-based company with over 8 years of experience. Do you need a great game or app adjusted or built from scratch? If you're interested, oh God, it's worse. P.S. If you're interested, I will send you price list and samples accordingly. Kind regards. Okay, so this is, yeah, we've got almost every rule broken. They've adhered to the cold email length.
But there will be I think there's a few piece, like it's a bit like a broken old rusty car. There's always like piece you can grab from this, right? At least you got some stuff to work with. So I like the like they got some I wouldn't say, well, authority with the 8 years of experience. It's very clear as to what they're doing. It's like there's not like I'm a game designer along with an app developer. So it's like, oh, am I getting a bundle here? But it's like, oh, I'm getting a team, like a small team of 2 people. I kind of like the scrappiness of that.
Right.
But it's not clear how it's going to help you, right? So
right.
It's a bit of
gap here.
Yeah.
Well, I think the typos absolutely backfire. I'm not opposed to every typo being corrected. I think even in a subject line we've tested with good results. But here you're going to want to not sound like working with this person is going to be a language challenge, maybe.
That's a very fair point.
Yeah, but I appreciated I can send you price lists and samples as a first step. Okay. Where they messed up the most probably will be under list building, in my opinion, though. Why is Jack Ream getting this message?
Whoever he is, yeah.
Whoever mystery person. Yeah,
I love the CTA, I must say.
Yeah, fair.
It's direct. Really great one.
Yeah. So let me ask, like, I would say, yeah, I mean, just how are you list building, right? And if they're not reaching out to a lot of people that are building and producing apps, no matter what we change for the copy, it's still going to end up in spam because too many people will find it irrelevant and click that spam button.
Yeah. And it's important to know that in those cases, getting Autowarmer, any Autowarmer won't work. Your emails are not going to get delivered. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right. I mean, Autowarmer is there if, some people press the spam button, but if everyone does, you got no chance. Send no
Forget
chance.
it.
Like one day we had some guy that says like, hey, can we send, bear in mind the allowance on Gmail, on Google is 1,500 emails, okay, a day. And the guy say like, hey, can we get an account with 800 emails a day on Autowarmer? I'm like, man, that's what like 50% of your email going out are the Autowarmer. It's like, you must be sending some pretty bad
rough
quality, right? So
at a high volume.
at a high volume, of course.
High volume. Okay. Jeremy, I'm impressed. We got more out of that than I bargained for. We've got 2 more emails.
Yeah, you got some gems in your trash.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so again, I decided to include the note that said this is in spam because it's similar to messages that were identified in spam in the past. Subject: question dash emails that sell. Use the right company name.
Well, in all fairness, you changed last year or something like that, right?
Something like that, but still, I mean, I redirect. You go to
Okay.
the site. Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine.
Anyways, hello, Jack. Thought I would shoot you an email and see if you would have 15 minutes or so, and back off my Zoom here, to check out this automated report I put together for emails that sell. Using this report will allow you to increase your return on ad spend by 2x. Our report uncovers essential hidden data points from your campaigns. You will not find this anywhere else! Exclamation point. It literally takes a couple of seconds to generate all of your most sought after data, tables, and charts. If you're interested, let me know and I could show you sometime this week! Exclamation point. Thank you!
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. What do you make of this? Do you wish
starting
you
at the
didn't have
top,
it in a spam?
well, I revisited the email because I thought they would include a link to this automated report.
Of
But they
course
did not.
They probably will fish for it, and if you ask for it, they will do it.
Right.
That would be my guess.
Correct. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Now, it is a bit surprising that the report is on return on ad spend, and
do you spend on ads at the moment?
no, we're like
a
outbound agency. What?
It's easy to get 10x, 50x, million x, right? From zero.
That's true. Yeah, if you go from 0 to 1,
Infinite
I guess whatever
X.
that is, infinite X. So list building fail, but let's pretend I was spending money on ads. Okay. And by the way, that's very easy to know. Tools like SEMrush or SpyFu, just you plug in a domain and it tells you what their estimated ad spend is. So
yeah.
How
do you do this list then in this case? Like just telling them like, hey, you got return on your ads, and if you're not even checking that they're spending on ads, like, well, would that be like you're spamming everyone in the world?
Yeah,
some people must be paying for ads.
I mean, maybe you say business owners, and then you just hopefully assume that they're, maybe business owners in advertising in the marketing industries would be spending ads half, at a 50% accuracy rate, maybe not. But my only point is that's a bit lazy. Like, you can know that with confidence. I mean, you can scrape. We've done campaigns where we wanted to know who is buying the keywords for like divorce attorney Dallas, divorce attorney Antonio, and we just like uploaded the top 50 cities in the US, and then with like a few high dollar keywords, and then you scrape the search results, and then you kind of remove duplicates, and you get, hey, here's I don't know, 750 companies that are buying ads that cost over $50 a click. And my only point is it's very attainable. So this is maybe why they're in spam. They send it to too many of the wrong people.
Yeah, I would say the targeting is probably totally off. Like, yeah, it's clear it's off. It's probably an old list as well because of the name. It's been
good point, Jeremy.
It's bad. So they're probably just hitting a bad list and not taking care of that, right?
Maybe somebody sold them. Here's businesses that are advertising.
Oh, that's a very fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just got a bad list broker. Okay. Okay, that's actually
Interesting.
it could explain a lot. Now, I want to pick apart their CTA here. It's like, if you're interested, let me know and I can show you some time this week. If you have an automated report, isn't it as easy just to send that over? Like, how would you handle
Yeah.
that, Jeremy, if
Just
everything
just
else was good?
attached it for your convenience. Or yeah, it's always difficult. You have the school of thought that says never actually send something to the people unless you
Someone who
can
doesn't
go
ask
through
for it.
it with them, right?
Yeah.
Well, you could say like, hey, I
Oh,
sent
I
you
know what I
maybe the
do.
bullet points or maybe the 3 first pages of that report. I'll be happy to go through the entire report with you. That may be something, but
Okay.
you got a better
Here's
idea.
what.
Go for it.
Yeah, I have I'm on to something here. What I would do if it was an automated report, I assume that I'd be able to tease out certain data like through an API. So I would say, hey, Jack, I ran a report on emails that sell ad spend, and I saw that you were 13% behind your two competitors, blah and blah. The rest of the report covers this in depth plus
Yeah.
more, but I just wanted to find out if this would be helpful. If you'd like to take a look at it, happy to go through it with you. Any interest? Right. So it's like best of both worlds. They get to taste
Bastards.
it. They taste it. And then, okay, fine. What else do you know about my competitors or about
That's right.
ways to, you know, get better return on ad spend? Okay.
It's good when you can do that for sure.
Yeah. And look, like, I think if you're listening and you have an automated thing that gets spit out and you can run this pretty cheaply, you're going to want to do some of this because it's a way to start this conversation, to pique interest, to add personalization that few of us can, right? So if you're lucky enough to have an automated report, you drop in domain name, output something, try it. I think it'll make your recipients a little more eager to speak with you. Okay. All right, Jeremy, should we look at the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there was
Perfect.
more
Oh,
thing. If you no longer want to receive these emails, please reply stop all uppercase.
okay.
Okay.
I always wonder, Jeremy, if just having this phrase, since so many cold emails have an unsubscribe tag like that, I always wondered if it hurt deliverability to include the same verbatim messaging.
Well, here's my thought on this for this one specifically. Putting this won't prevent probably people from clicking, spam because it's easier than actually, and hence well, we find it in spam, by the way. And then the
Yep.
other thing is like it's not CAN spam compliant because there is no address, for example, or physical address. So if you're not going to be CAN spam compliant, why even bother with half of the compliancy, right?
That's
I
a
don't
great
know. It's
point.
my point. Just remove it if you want to go against the law.
Yeah.
So no attorney, recommendation, whatever, the sort of thing that you guys say.
100%.
I'm not an attorney, or I'm not, not legal advice.
Insert legal disclaimer. Well
That's
said.
right.
All right. Let's check out the last one and then we'll wrap up our best from the spam box teardowns. Subject line is questions emails that sell. Just pushing my last message at the top of your inbox. Would you be open to a call with our team to take a look at some of that data? Looking forward to hearing back from you.
That's a follow-up of the previous email, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What can I say?
You know what, Jeremy? I think that's the best way to end the episode. Thanks for going through some of my trash with me, and
Yeah,
hopefully
that was
we
fun.
picked up a couple things from it.
Do you feel dirty? Like, do you feel your hands are dirty or your?
Well, honestly, I was happy I didn't have to read. I loved reading your post. Insert whole URL. Great stuff. Keep it up. I'm like, at least we didn't have any of that today, but I
Yeah,
do feel a little bit.
it's not as bad as, I mean, obviously we had some bads as well, right? Jack and I,
Oh
and we
yeah.
sort of
Oh
picked up
yeah.
the one that are readable.
Less
We just,
bad.
yeah, that's bad. Because
Right.
very often, we also get the big newsletter stuff, like people like, I don't need that. But what I must say is that those emails, although pretty bad, right, are prevented from reaching your inbox. So kudos if you can reach the inbox with your email. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I think the floor has been raised, and it keeps on getting raised, right? Yep. When we say personalization is important and almost kind of mandatory these days, it is. Otherwise, you'll end up in spam very easily and very quickly, no matter how many Autowarmer you're using. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's the perfect way to end the 2-part teardown episode, but I have a follow-up question. So we're going to keep it rolling a little bit longer. If I look at the teardowns that we just did today and from last week, yours, and try and come up with a theme where it was like, why did these cold emails fail? The overlapping similarity that they all share. Am I crazy if I say it was sent to the wrong person? The list wasn't great.
Oh, that's a very
good
point.
Like going back through mine, I want to help you improve your ad spend. I don't advertise. The first one, the next one, are you looking to develop an app? No, thank you. The first one was, I want to help like your sales team do certain things. Okay, great. That's not for me at all. So at least for mine, it just was the wrong list. Yeah. And for yours, there was like link to my Facebook ad content, which is not relevant.
One was my competitor, so I think he was
one was your competitor. Well, I mean, is it crazy to say that was the common theme, and therefore,
it could be potentially that you break one rule, that's kind of okay. You break 2 rules or 3, you end up in spam. And I think definitely no personalization is one thing, and no personalization coupled with spray and pray.
Forget it.
Not good anymore, right?
Yeah.
And I think our user got smarter, right? But in 2019, I think that's when it happened with TensorFlow. People were taking it back, right?
April,
it's like, oh, what's going to happen?
March 19.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's like, oh my God, what's happening? It's like, well, the floor's been raised.
Yeah. This party's over. Now you have to wear a suit and tie.
That's right. And so we used the Autowarmer. That really helps, but it helps so much, right? And that's something that people have to be conscious. It's like, if you need to send more Autowarmer emails and you're sending cold emails, just change your cold emails. It's just like something's not working, right? Don't keep on pushing, because the next time the floor is raised a little bit, you're out, and that's a
good
problem.
point. You want to be ahead of that curve.
That's right.
And with that, thank you, Jeremy, for going through these episodes, or these emails, and I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, you forgot. Hey, the second episode, you forgot to mention that if you want to know more, there is a course for it.
Tell us about the course, Jeremy. I'm obviously out of it. I'm under the weather. Help me out.
Of course, it's help. It's 8 modules to go from total rookie to actually pretty good pro at cold email, and you don't have to do it yourself. You can offer it to your team members. That's I think that's a very smart way. Speaking a business owner to potential other business owners, I think it's a very smart way to just give that to your team member and say, hey, look, we're going to try to do the cold outreach channel. Either we have 2 options here. Either we hire Jack with sales breads, and if it's too busy and there's too many and we want to do it internally, let's go through the course. And I think it's a smart move. In fact, some people who are having courses themselves actually do register to a course. I know that. So that's cool. Good for them. More materials. But it's good stuff. That's what it is. So help yourself, make yourself a favor, go for it. And if anything is missing or you want more, shoot us an email. We'll shoot 1 more 2 episodes to help. But there's lots of videos to go through already.
Perfect. And that's course.quickmail.io. Check it out. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I'll see you next time without a sore throat here.
That's right. Get better.
Thank you.
Bye, my friend.